approaches to unpack.
Oh.
Think DIY versus this agency in a box system. So which path will resonate more with you? Let's find out.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's dive in.
All right, so first up is the YouTube hustle. This creator, Brocco Banks, is using something called Notebook LM.
Notebook LM.
Yeah, it's a free AI tool, and you can use it to summarize videos and even create podcast-style discussions from them.
Kind of like turning YouTube into a podcast. Smart.
Exactly. He actually gives this example of using it to make a discussion about, get this, Donald Trump at McDonald's.
Okay, I see what he's doing there. Definitely unexpected. Got to grab that attention. But it's more than just a funny gimmick, right? Think about the potential for creating content around trending topics.
Right. Like he mentions using Google Trends to find those spikes in search interest. You know, like how he talked about Hurricane Milton trending.
Yeah. And that's the key, right? Finding that trending topic before it explodes. Imagine being one of the first to create content around it.
Catch the wave before it crests. Now, besides the content itself, he also talks about the importance of visuals, even for these podcast-style videos.
Of course, visuals are still important.
Yeah. He recommends Canva for those quick and easy graphics.
Canva's great for that.
For sure. And he even offers more advanced visual training in his paid course. So you can start with those basics and then potentially scale up to a higher production value.
Makes sense. Show the core concept with free tools, but there's always more you can learn. A gateway to that more professional look. All right, let's switch gears a bit. Time to check out that agency in a box model.
Oh, yeah, Chat Lemon, right.
Yep, Chat Lemon. This is totally different.
Definitely feels more like, actually building a business, not just making videos.
For sure. And they have these three main pillars: traffic, sales, and systems.
Right. Hitting all the business stuff that creators tend to, struggle with.
Exactly. This could be super valuable for anyone who's serious about making this sustainable, not just a hobby.
Now they talk about crafting irresistible offers, which sounds pretty interesting.
Well, think about it. What makes an offer so good? You just can't say no. It's psychology, it's marketing, all rolled together.
So it was more than just, having a good product or service.
It's about understanding your audience, knowing what they want, what their pain points are, and then presenting your solution in a way that really clicks.
So it's got to resonate. Okay. And then they dig into sales techniques.
Yeah, even role-playing sales calls and stuff.
Huh. Might be a little scary for some, but I guess it's a necessary skill, right?
Definitely. You got to close those deals. But they don't just throw you in the deep end. They offer weekly training. There's a community aspect, so you've got support.
Right. And that fits perfectly with that learner persona we've talked about.
Totally. That desire for guidance, being part of something. So now we've got these two contrasting approaches, right? Fast-paced, individual YouTube hustle, and then this more structured agency model.
Yeah, it's interesting to see them side by side.
What if we thought of them as two sides of the same coin, though?
I like where you're going with this, like a hybrid approach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine combining that, scrappy, trend-focused energy of the YouTube hustle with the, structure, the scalability of an agency.
So you'd start with that quick content creation, get things rolling, build an audience.
Yeah, and then as you grow, you bring in those agency-level systems to really streamline things and scale up your impact.
Using the strengths of both.
Right, and think about it. AI could even help with things like scheduling content, managing clients, or even creating those personalized offers we were talking about.
Now that's pretty cool, getting the best of both worlds. You've got that agility, the creative freedom of being solo, but also the potential of a real business.
And you can find that balance that works for you, right? Some people thrive on that constant hustle, chasing trends. Others need that system, those predictable outcomes.
Yeah, totally. And this hybrid approach, you can adapt as you go.
Maybe you start with the YouTube hustle, get your feet wet, then move more towards the agency as you gain experience.
Or maybe you keep that hybrid thing going, experiment with new formats, let AI help you optimize your workflow.
Exactly. The key is to stay flexible, always be open to new possibilities. It's pretty exciting to see how many doors AI is opening.
It feels like we're entering this new era of, entrepreneurship, right?
And the barriers to entry are so much lower than they used to be.
Yeah, you don't need a studio or a big team to get started anymore.
You just need that internet connection, some creativity, and the willingness to learn and experiment.
Wow, so much to take in. What would you say is the biggest takeaway for our listeners?
I think it's just don't be afraid to jump in. Whether you're, drawn to that fast-paced YouTube world or the more structured agency approach.
Or maybe a bit of both, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The point is the tools are there, the resources are out there.
It's like we've been handed this whole incredible toolkit.
Yeah. And now it's our turn to figure out how to use it. AI is changing the game for sure.
For content creation, for business, for everything, really.
And it's not about AI replacing us, right?
Yeah.
It's about amplifying what we can do.
Making it more accessible, too. Maybe even for people who never would have thought of themselves as entrepreneurs before.
That's what's so exciting. The barriers are lower than ever.
So for someone listening who's like, okay, I'm ready for this, what's that next step?
Start exploring. Dive into some of those free AI tools. Take a course online. Connect with other creators.
There's a whole community out there.
Exactly. People who are on this same journey. And don't be afraid to, fail a little bit along the way.
Yeah, failure is just part of the process, right?
It is. Pick yourself up, try again, keep learning. That's the beauty of this digital world. You can constantly adapt.
What works today might be totally different tomorrow. So stay curious.
Stay flexible and never stop learning.
I like that. Never stop learning. Great way to wrap things up.
Yeah.
So yeah, embrace AI, but don't forget that human connection is still important.
Totally. And that creativity, that willingness to learn and grow.
So whether you're more into that YouTube hustle, the agency model, or something in between, just get started. Find your niche.
And use these tools to make it happen. Take that leap. Dive in. See where it takes you.
That's it for this deep dive into the world of AI, YouTube, and all things online business.
Until next time.
Happy creating, everyone!